This is the vlog for September 26th, and I'm sick. I have a cold. It's I've been sick on this vlog before, vlog. I don't like to say vlog. I've been sick before, and that was a very different kind of sickness. This is just a run-of-the-mill cold. No stomach upset nonsense that I really do not. I can take this. It's not comfortable, and I resent it when I have it. But having recently suffered from a completely different kind of illness that was much more debilitating, um, I'll take this. I'll take this cold. I went home early today. I did go to work, but after a few hours, it became clear that I wasn't going to be able to give it my all, and I also didn't want to give the same thing to my whole team. There wasn't going to be overtime tonight, so I'm not missing extra OT hours. But yeah, just it'll be sort of nice to have a day off to just sort of collect my wits. Assuming that I don't feel better. If I wake up tomorrow morning feeling 100% going to work, and I'll be happy to do it. But in my experience, when I feel like this, tomorrow is going to be worse, and then the next day will be better, and the next day will be barely sick at all. Which would be fine. I'm frustrated that this is when it hit. Sunday would have been much more convenient for me to get sick, if that makes sense. Even work stuff aside, Sunday is when the rain's supposed to start back up again. Saturday is supposed to actually be pretty nice, at least hopefully in the morning. I'd love to be able to go for a walk, but one thing that I learned from my aerobics health instructor when I was in college, I took an aerobics class in college, yes. I was one of two guys in that class. My health instructor told me that one of the worst things you can do is try to exercise when sick, because the human body is basically designed to deal with disease by producing a whole bunch of effects like congestion, fever, if it's that kind of an illness, and a bunch of other stuff. That all takes energy, right? It takes the energy that you are getting by eating food. Food's converted into energy that your body uses to run itself. When you're sick, the energy consumption increases, but you don't feel like you're using the energy because you're using it to fight off the illness. If you try to exercise when you're ill, that is an extra drain on your energy reserves, which means that your body is less able to fight off the sickness. You are less able to exercise efficiently, so you're not actually making yourself more healthy, you're making yourself less healthy. And it feels terrible. Is the one that made it easy for me to say, okay. You will feel far more fatigued than usual. You will not be able to exercise to your limit because you just are going to feel very bad. And I can remember times when my mother, bless her heart, when I was a kid and I was feeling sort of sick, she'd say, "Oh, what you need is to go out and get some fresh air. Go run around and play outside. That'll help." Well, going outside for some limited exercise or even just short walks, that could be beneficial. If only because the air is probably a little bit moister depending on the time of year and your location. My hair looks terrible because I came home and took a nap. That's why I'm not looking my best. But yeah, going on one of my 2-hour walks, that's going to take a lot of energy that my body needs to fight off the sickness. So, a little health lesson for me. Because my day was basically, I went to work, then came home and took a nap, I haven't got a whole lot to talk about. Except that Warframe is cunning in its evil. I spent $140 last night. $140 on Prime Access for Chroma Prime. I spent that money because I knew I would be able to. I knew it was a deal to get a certain amount of platinum for the price that they offer, and then you're getting the weapons and the armor and the Warframe itself as sort of a bonus. It's a good deal. I logged in today and I had a 50% off platinum coupon. If I had spent $100 today, not $140 yesterday, I would have ended up with more platinum, which would have allowed me to purchase all of the stuff from the Chroma Prime pack just fine and make it just fine. The only thing I'd be missing was the extra armor stuff, which would have cost me like $50. In the end, it's probably a wash. I might even use the coupon. I might spend like $25 on some stuff. But it's just, it never fails. This happened, I spent, no, it hasn't happened exactly like this. I've seen it happen to other people. I remember getting a 25% off coupon and deciding to spend, what was it like? I bought the $20 package for $15, and then the next day I got a 75% off coupon. So I went all in and got one of the $200 packages for $50. But it was sort of like, you couldn't have given me this the first day, because I wouldn't have spent that 15 if I knew that this was, yeah. But it's a random thing. It's a random thing. That's the way it works. So, all right. I'm going to go back to relaxing. I need to watch some TV, I think. I had it in my head to go watch From Hell, which is a sort of older movie about Jack the Ripper with Johnny Depp in it. Got very, very good reviews back in the day. A lot of people who I talked to said that they were really surprised at how good it was. So I think that's perfect for the mood of October, Halloween, one of my favorite seasons. I'll have to talk more about Halloween and how I feel about it in another episode. But for now, I'm Eric Spornitz, and tomorrow will be better.